exactly. We should be good. Welcome, everyone, to episode 11.
11, I think it's technically 12.
12 or 11.
12. I think we miscounted at some point somewhere, maybe in the losing of episode 1. I'm not sure, but I think it's 12.
This is episode 13, boys.
Is it really? Oh, shit.
We are on episode 13. I know bringing in Tuesdays kind of threw us all for a loop as far
Hi,
as
Clay's
where
mom.
we're at and stuff like that. But, yeah, this is our official episode 13.
Huge.
Making big progress here.
Yeah, looking good. We're looking good.
Yeah, I mean, so before we get going here, I want to take a moment, dive into before we get into the sports here, take a moment, acknowledge a tragedy that occurred last night. In the middle of the night, I'm sure we've all heard, an American Airlines plane collided with a Black Hawk helicopter last night. A total of 67 lives, everybody on board that day, unfortunately passed away. Our hearts here on the podcast go out to the friends and families of those who perished. And as well as the first responders who worked throughout the night trying to kind of sort that all out. And
throughout the day, too.
Yeah. There on that plane, there was a small group of figure skaters coming back from Montreal. They were at
U.S.
a
championship team,
Yep,
right?
so it is unfortunate. As we all know, the sports have a tight-knit group as far as your friends, your families, but we know even though it is small, it's a very tight group. So before we go any further here, let's take some moments and kind of look at how we can utilize this as far as inspiration, perseverance, triumph, and resilience. So diving in here, I got a couple points here I want to bring out. Nothing that we can really compare to what happened last night, but Michael Jordan, he was cut from his basketball team, and
his high school basketball team.
He was cut from the high school basketball team. He used that as motivation, and he made the varsity team a handful of years later, and now he's a 6-time NBA champion and
the GOAT, yeah,
the GOAT,
global icon.
Not LeBron, no question.
Yep. Wilma Rudolph, she was born prematurely, and she suffered from polio. She was told she was never going to walk again. She overcame all of that, and she became a track and field star, winning 3 different gold medals at the 1960 Rome Olympics.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Bethany Hamilton, I know we've all seen the movie.
Great movie.
When she was 13, she lost her arm in a shark attack while she was surfing. She got back on that surfboard.
Yeah, which is crazy. Got back on the surfboard, got back out in the water. Perseverance, dedication, determination.
Inspiring millions with her story. Usain Bolt, a lot of people do not know, he was born with scoliosis. He faced doubts about his athletic potential, and he went on to break multiple world records and earn the title fastest man on earth. And then lastly here, Jackie Robinson. He was the first African-American to play in the Major League Baseball. He faced racism, discrimination. We all saw the movie 1942. Despite these challenges, stellar career. He broke that color barrier, and he changed baseball forever. I cannot imagine what these families are going through, but we can all use this moment to remember, to find peace in tragedy, and use every moment we face to create motivation and look back on any great moments that we shared with one another.
Yeah.
So
all we've got is now. There's no tomorrow is promised. So everybody be grateful for what we've got. You never know when the man up above just snaps his fingers and wants you home. So
you never know.
Be grateful
every
for
day
what
is
we
a
have.
blessing. Cherish it. Cherish the people around you. And say a prayer for everybody who was lost last night, as well as the people who are connected to them.
Yeah, no, big on that. I don't know if I can do any better than what you just did, Clay.
D the Virgo, welcome in. Thank you. I see you. We're on TikTok chat.
Let's go into a little bit of a recap of what happened last week. From what we experienced, some heartbreaking.
Yeah, no, it's tough. Oh my gosh, it's tough. That was very
Heartbreaking
very moving,
defeats
Clay. That
to-
was very moving.
You know,
But yeah, all right. To the weekend, back to football, back to sports. Here
2
we go.
heartbreaking defeats.
Yeah, no. America wanted the
Commanders and
Commanders
Bills.
Bills, but we're stuck with the Chiefs Eagles.
It is unfortunate. Although our money lines did not hit, we did make money in the Degens Road to 1,000. Some people tuned in
Could've
on
been more, Ben.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
Sorry I
could've
wasn't
been
here
more.
for
I
that.
missed
Ben
out.
and Liam, great job holding it down on
Thank you,
Tuesday.
buddy.
I
Thank you,
tuned
thank
in.
you.
It was a blast. But we did make money. I don't remember. How much did we profit last week, Ben? Do you have that off the-
$39.
Nah, yeah, it was like $34 or something like
Which,
that.
$34
by the way,
profit.
I don't know if you were listening or got the text message halfway through the night of Josh Allen, but Ben goes, Liam, I messed up. And I said, what? He goes, I didn't put your second bet in for the Josh Allen over 229.5 passing yards.
That hit.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah,
that was the
that-
reason why it was my $25 bet. But
That's why he he felt the need to mention we could have made more.
We could have. We could
But
have.
hey, everybody makes mistakes.
Hey, it's all good. You're good, brother.
Everybody has those days.
No
you know
one,
what I
no
mean?
hate on you. No
I
hate.
feel
on
like
you.
I've heard that before.
I think it's a Miley Cyrus song.
It's a big Miley Cyrus song, I think. Actually,
Or Hannah
too.
Montana. I think it's Hannah Montana back then.
Who knows?
Same person.
Yeah,
Different story.
man. Okay, back.
Same
Here we
person. Anyway, going back on the recap here, the Commanders obviously lost to the Eagles.
That came down to turnovers.
It did. 3 turnovers was terrible. The Eagles obviously persevered. First play of the game, Saquon goes 60-some plus yards, scores a touchdown, gets the crowd hyped.
As soon as I saw him take off for that, I got real worried. I saw the Commanders, they marched down the field. I think they got a field goal on their first drive. I was like, this is not one of those games where field goals are going to win it for you. And then to have Saquon on his first touch, and I think the first play for the Eagles offense to take it to the house like that, it was an eye-opener. It was like, okay.
Yeah, that was
they're
like
going to have to either
that was an shit.
Yeah, they
did I
gotta
make
find a
money?
way to
I made
score
money. I
touchdowns.
made $25 off that. But again, I didn't want to see the Commanders lose. Especially
Yeah, no.
55 to 28,
Yeah.
30, something like that.
Some of
like
those are
that.
garbage time points. I think once they hit 42.
Especially the one where the ref comes and goes, I can award them a score at any time.
Yeah, thank you for telling everybody a rule that nobody knew existed.
Yeah, right.
Apparently, it's been a part of the league since 1942 or something. I saw.
And I mean, what else do you want them to do to try to stop
I don't
it?
like them bringing that up. As we all know, that play is
That tush push
about
is
as
crazy.
unstoppable as any play gets.
Especially the team that created it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they do it better than anybody else. I mean, their quarterback's 5'11", squad 600 pounds. Low man wins in this game. You have to find a way to stop the play. I like Frankie Louvu. I mean, he was trying to make something happen.
Dude, he was flying.
Yeah,
bro.
he
Yeah,
was. And
he
I
was
was.
going through the air.
I haven't seen anybody stop it really since Vita Vea in last year's playoffs.
That's true.
Well, in theory, the Chiefs stopped it. The Chiefs stopped it against the Bills. If you guys saw that play,
It's different.
Yeah, that's
where
totally
Josh
different.
Allen went,
He crossed that line.
past the
He
first
did.
down.
He had a
line.
first down on that
Well,
play.
the big thing too is Josh Allen. His statistics going on his tush pushes is he only goes left, whereas Jalen Hurts goes down.
And he goes high. He
Yeah.
tries to get over the top. I mean, he's a significantly larger person than
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is a freak of nature.
Whereas Josh Allen's like
Low man's
6'3".
win. Low man wins in this game, and
Yep.
they figured it out. It's about as unstoppable as it gets. So I like what Frankie Louvu was doing, trying to make a play, trying to make something happen.
Love it.
You're trying to get to the Super Bowl. You got to do something.
Especially on that play, you gotta
so-
stop it the way it does. And speaking of the Super Bowl here, let's get into logo conspiracy now.
Oh,
And then we'll get
I
into
love
Super
the
Bowl
logo
predictions.
Yep,
Conspiracy.
Going
So-
into the championship week, it really became
Exactly.
apparent the
Yep.
logo is red and green. As much as nobody wanted to believe it,
And
Chiefs
what do you
and
know?
Eagles.
And the
It's
thing
the
is,
Chiefs and
with the
Eagles.
logos too, exactly. And with the logo too, whoever has the most color at the bottom, predictably always wins. So
Okay.
if you go back, I think the last 5 years, and you look at all of them, it's the team with the most color at the bottom wins. So this year it's
Okay.
predicted to be the
Is it?
Eagles.
I don't know. I'm looking at the logo here right now. It's all red. There's green, what appears to be like tribal, and then at the bottom,
It's a little
Super
bit of red,
Bowl
but it's
is
mostly
in
green.
red.
Yeah, but
I
don't think they count the
if I'm
Super
going to
Bowl
be
lo-
honest, I think the NFL they
want
just
history.
They want to glaze Patrick Mahomes. They want to give them the three-peat. They want to put Taylor
Well,
Swift on
here's
the
a
TV
guy.
as much as they can.
no one does it
It's
better
just-
than him.
Yeah.
He's just, I can't. Well, with my prediction, we'll get into predictions on two here. I think it comes down to 3 plays, or 3 things. One,
Yeah, flags,
yep,
flags,
flags,
flags.
and do you stop Saquon? Obviously, yes, because a flag is going to come in when
I don't think
Yeah.
they're going to
yards.
stop Saquon, but I don't think Saquon's going to have like a 160.
Well, you know what's going to
game.
stop
Yeah.
Saquon? The flags. He's going to make a play, and they're going to be like, holding.
Holding.
You're going to watch the replay, and you're going to be like, that guy barely touched him. And you're going to be like, well, it's called.
If you are on the Eagles,
Hey, Mob in the Twitch chat.
what's up, Mob?
What's up? How we
Day
doing,
one,
Mob?
day
How we
one,
doing?
love it. If you are on the Eagles, wear red gloves.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
simple.
Wear
do
red
it.
gloves.
Do
It's
it.
gonna look dumb with your green jerseys,
Who
but
cares?
wear
Do
your
it.
red gloves.
Are they allowed to wear a different color?
They can
Yeah,
wear whatever
they
they,
can wear
want.
I know
whatever
the
they
cleats,
want on the
cleats are
gloves.
not allowed.
Cleats,
have
I'm
to
not
be a-
sure.
a
I don't
color.
know. I mean, what are they gonna do? Just fine them? Who cares?
But,
They're
you
making
know,
Find a way to
however
win.
many
Find a way to
millions
not
of
get that
dollars.
holding penalty. Yeah, wear your red gloves,
and white cleats.
white cleats. Yep.
Oh, Xander says Chiefs are wearing white. So wear
Oh,
your
wear
wear
white
your
gloves.
white
Wear
gloves.
your white gloves.
Wear your
Eagles.
white gloves. Thank
Don't
you.
get caught on those BS
BS
calls
There you go.
that they're going to try to give the Chiefs. It's ridiculous.
It is.
Hey, thank you for the likes in the TikTok. I see you guys liking the TikTok.
AJ, number
over
one
there. Much
gifter. Thank
appreciated.
you. Gooseberry Rooster Prairie #2 gifter. Thank you. Yo Clay, pay up yo $10.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that's
AJ,
right.
I was
That's
waiting for
right.
a comment because, to be honest with you, I didn't remember how much it was. So thank you for being nice and saying $10, whether it was or not. I appreciate that.
What was the bet? What was the bet?
Hey,
Mob,
Mob
hydrate.
redeemed to
I don't
hydrate.
have anything to hydrate here.
You can shoot this in your
All right.
Okay.
Pause.
The fact that he got,
He
it
got a
all
little
wrong.
too excited after that. All right.
Real quick on this logo conspiracy.
Yes.
Next
Next
year's
year.
logo has been dropped. It's all blue.
Oh, it's easy. Lions.
Honolulu blue. I'm with you. I'm thinking Lions Bills is kind of
are
where
there
I'm at.
different
I'm
shades of blue
just
in?
saying, you mix red and white, you get that light blue. The Giants are in.
You mix red and white, you get
Okay,
light blue.
We can talk about the Giants
Yeah.
all
How
night
you
and what
doing,
they can do
brother?
differently.
You're not getting
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
going to be the Giants. It's,
It's
not going
not.
to be the Giants. I know that. The way that it looks,
Maybe
though,
the
it definitely
Panthers,
does.
though.
It definitely does look like a. It definitely does look like a.
Or it's the Lions and the
Lions.
Bills.
That's what I think.
That's
it'll
what I'm
probably
thinking. I'm
be.
thinking it's going to be the Lions and Bills. I think Josh Allen,
Two teams
whether
that have never
he
won
takes
before?
Mahomes down or not, I think he's going to make it next year.
Oh, I just.
Dallas, anybody?
No.
Are we going to entertain that?
No,
Yeah,
even your mom,
yeah,
in the
yeah,
chat said
said
not
not
Dallas.
Dallas.
Not going to be Dallas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's
Yeah.
be honest. Dallas is.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
What is Jerry Jones doing? I'm sorry.
I don't know. And, he came out and he's like, everybody's saying I can't go out of my comfort zone. He goes, this is as far out of my comfort zone as I can go. This guy has no head coaching
Yeah.
experience.
Well, what is going on there?
Why are we going with somebody who has no head coaching experience?
Saving money.
I mean,
I-
yeah. What it
probably.
is Jerry wants a yes man. Jerry has his hands in every fold of this team.
Well,
He
Every-
needs to let
the
go.
owner, the
Fold.
GM. At this point, he might as well be the offensive coordinator.
Stephen Jones,
might
he was
be. He might
named
be.
co-owner this past week, and they
Oh.
did a press conference with Schottenheimer, as everybody knows, the new coach. And when Stephen Jones was announced, the crowd went silent.
Oh, jeez.
Not one clap, nothing. And it was a very awkward moment. And
So it's like the Schneider incident. Gotcha.
it feels very much like a Snyder situation. Dallas fans are burning jerseys across the United States.
That's
Season
brutal.
ticket holders are cutting after being season ticket holders for 20, 30 years.
That's brutal.
And I don't think it's as much as, hey, they hired Brian Schottenheimer. I think it is more of the fact that they had so many great candidates on the market this year, and but the Cowboys did not speak to anybody. Neither one of the Lions coordinators, Vrabel, none of these guys were spoken to. They had a couple interviews with Jets' previous coach and a few others, but no real big names, nobody that would bring confidence to the fans and the team. And then when Schottenheimer was getting interviewed, it was like, nobody likes this, nobody wants to do this. And then he had a second interview, and then he was hired.
Yeah.
And everybody really, I thought it was going to be Kellen Moore with the Eagles. I thought they were going to hold out and interview him, but that's not the case. So they're going to ride with Schottenheimer and go from there.
I seen in the TikTok chat, AJ said he's willing to double down because he's got Philly going all the way.
I'm taking that double down. I got the Chiefs.
All right, it's double down.
I was gonna do
Sav in the
something
chat.
else.
I am a
would've been-
Cowboys fan. He's a Giants fan. He's a Broncos fan.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So that's what we got as far as the logo goes. It's gonna be Lions and Bills. Is probably our immediate predictions
I was
based on the
gonna say.
conspiracy.
But who knows? They
Boys
may
got
change.
Denver. All right. So everybody's favorite bet here for the Super Bowl is the Gatorade color. I want to dive into that real quick. As we know, the game is not this week, so we're not going to put any lines out as far
Yeah.
as our
Well,
standard props.
Here's the thing. I think ultimately it comes down to what the players like
The Chiefs have won the previous 2 years.
and what color has it
Purple.
It's been purple both
The
years.
what I'm
Chiefs
saying.
like purple Gatorade, and the Chiefs I feel like are gonna win. I think it's gonna be purple Gatorade.
I'm going
Plus,
with
purple Gatorade's my favorite.
And
to be
Vegas
honest.
is at plus 250 as the betting favorite for it to be purple. I'm gonna ride it. I think the Chiefs are gonna win.
I
I'm
think
gonna
yellow.
follow the
Going
trend.
yellow.
Everybody
Yellow?
always goes
Okay.
against Vegas, so that
Yellow
is
is another solid Gatorade.
It is.
it's plus
It's pretty
300 in the betting
solid.
market. It's
Yeah, I
the
was
second
gonna
best
say,
favorite.
okay.
And I will say, when the Chiefs, not the last 2 wins for the Chiefs, but the third most recent win, it was yellow Gatorade.
I'm
So
going yellow.
yeah, that's
Now,
where
does
we're
the
at.
Gatorade even get poured this year? Who knows?
Plus
Why wouldn't it?
9,000 if it doesn't get poured.
That's
No,
what I-
really?
yeah.
They have to pour it, dude.
Well, dude, I also
Vegas
saw.
is gonna
I also-
hand the
dude,
players the
that's what I'm
Gatorade
saying.
Yeah,
plus
right.
9,000.
I also saw a just like a stupid like thing you could bet on. It was like, who does the Super Bowl MVP think first? And like every time Patrick Mahomes is won Super Bowl MVP, the first thing he thinks is God. So it's like negative 190, and it was like family, friends, teammates, and then like coaches was like plus 2,000. Like it was some ridiculous thing. They never thanked the coaches or anything. So
In the chat real quick on Twitch, do you think there would be a widespread call for Jerry to sell the team?
No.
Yes, but I don't think it's going to do anything because
no.
the only person that can get rid of Jerry is Jerry, and he doesn't want to leave.
yeah, he's literally everything. He's the GM,
President,
owner.
CEO, owner,
yeah, he's
general
everything.
manager. He was acting head coach there for a few weeks.
Hey,
Is he
busy
ever gonna
guy.
get his other family involved? Doesn't he have a son?
Steven Jones. He's the co-owner. He got yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So his son, Steven Jones, and he came out and he said, I bought the team to share this with my children. He goes, I didn't do that. I'm having a blast doing it myself. So I think
Screw
that,
you, kids.
yeah, I think there will be a call for that. I don't think anybody in the NFL is going to call for that,
Can't
kind of
afford
with
that shit,
Schneider
but
when they were
that's a
having all of
lot.
those talks. But I think Dallas is going to try to revolt
Mark
a little
Cuban.
No,
bit.
dude.
No, thank you.
He's already sold his Mavericks, man. Years ago.
He sold the Mavericks.
Yeah, years
Majority.
ago.
Yeah,
Majority
a large
of it.
majority of it.
Wow.
He did sell the Mavericks, yep. He's still an
He's still
owner,
an owner,
but
but
he's
he's
not
not like
the
a majority
owner
owner.
anymore.
It's like Tom Brady and the Raiders.
Yeah.
That's a crazy story, but we'll not get into that tonight.
Not Tom Brady. No.
Yeah, so everybody's favorite segment of the week here.
Oh.
We're going to take a little bit of a turn here with the direction, but the segment stays the same, everybody.
Liam's Locks.
All right. So let me explain here. Obviously, we have no games.
Yeah,
going on this
let
week.
us know because there's no football. What
No
what
football
are our
this
viewers
week.
going to see here tonight?
So, in this magnificent briefcase, it's kept me from going broke this year. I'm actually going to bet on a FanDuel special tonight. It's the same game parlay, no sweat bet.
Same game parlay.
Exactly. So you get up to $10. You can bet up to $10. If any of those legs that do not hit don't hit, you get your money right back, and then you can just add it back into the account and keep going from there.
Bonus bets.
So yeah, bonus bets.
Get back in bonus bets.
That's what I'm saying.
We will not be talking about Tom Brady's jacket. Nobody knows what he was wearing, actually.
No, I don't either, but that's okay.
Yeah,
It may not have looked good on him, and I'll take your word for it.
I was going to say yes.
There's a lot of things that people
I
wear
trust
that
you.
Apparently, it was tweed.
Hey, number one gifter, thank you.
Number one
Oh,
gifter in the
thank
chat,
you.
Gooseberry
Gooseberry
Rooster.
Rooster
Give me a
Prairie.
round of applause for number one gifter, please.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate.
Going straight into this, it's actually the NBA tonight, so we'll be betting on.
We do have
we're going to
we
take
got a game
down
tonight.
the Memphis Grizzlies and the Houston Rockets. So who's playing tonight, 9:30. So if you want to listen in and get your phones out, tune in and follow this on FanDuel to no sweat, same game parlay. Starting out, I got Ja Morant under 6.5 assists. His average this year is super, super low. Overall with assists. I don't know how much you guys watch basketball.
His average, I did a little bit of research. His average is 7.5, but against the Rockets, it's only
four?
3.5.
3.5,
Exactly. So
yeah.
it's very low. Followed up by Jalen Green. Is going to go over 2.5 assists. He's been distributing the ball very effectively this year. He's one of the low. I can't tell if he's one of the younger guys or not. I don't really know much about Jalen Green in the NBA. I just know that he's been distributing the ball statistically wise very well. Been averaging those assists very high. Loves to feed the ball to his teammates. Followed by Jaren Jackson Jr. over 6.5 rebounds. Houston has a depleted front court, so they're relying on their big mans this weekend
Yep.
to really get them the ball, get the rebounds, defensive rebounds, offensive rebounds, doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, in Houston, both of those teams are kind of in a good spot because Houston's been killing it on the road.
Exactly.
Took out the Celtics.
I think
Came
Memphis
down.
is, 17-1 coming off of a loss?
I think it's 13-2.
Well,
I think.
yeah,
coming off
13
of
and
a
2, I
loss.
think.
They're coming off
but,
of a
they
loss.
they
from
played
the
great
Knicks.
coming off of a loss.
At home.
It's going to be a good game.
It's
Followed
gonna be
It
by
is going to be a great
the
game.
last one I have actually is 236.5 points under that one tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
With like I said, the front court being low for the Houston. Ja Morant hasn't been really being Ja Morant this year.
Yeah.
It's just the scoring's not going to be what you expect
no,
it to
I think
be.
the last time they
It'll be a
played,
good
they
game.
only had like 2.
And Houston
28.
swept them this year.
That's what I'm
3
saying.
games,
So
yeah,
it'll
they've won every
be
single
a
game.
great game. Don't get me wrong, but it will be one of those games that just it's gonna come down to
Kendrick
rebounds.
Lamar is the Super Bowl halftime performer this year. Kendrick
Which-
and somebody else.
Speaking of Kendrick Lamar, he did come out and say he's going to diss Drake in front of that audience.
They not
He's
not
gonna-
like us.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's gonna might play something like that, but I don't know
Interesting.
what song. But he did say that live.
Dude, see, the only thing that I don't like about that is like they're gonna make him like not say the cuss words.
Well, of course, it's TV. You can't.
Yeah, but it's like that's 50% of the song.
Or you,
dude,
you
you
should
could,
put
like-
somebody in a position where they can sing their entire
That's what I'm
song.
saying.
Right?
Like, if you go back to what was it, 2-3 years ago, the Super Bowl where they had 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, and all them
That
out
was
there.
crazy, actually.
that
Greatest Super Bowl
was
of all
pretty
time,
wild.
but like 90% of their, half their songs and half their words entail words that they can't said. They didn't say it. It still went very, very well.
Yeah, that is true.
Um,
That is true.
you
NFL's
can't
in the
hate on
business
it.
of making money.
And
That's
paying
a good way
refs.
to make money.
Facts.
And I'm
And
pretty
paying
sure
refs.
I don't know if
Very
this is
true.
vetted or not, but Super Bowl performers, the halftime performers, do not get paid. I think it's a promotional situation.
It's a promotion
for
by
them.
Pepsi. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's
The
they
NFL
don't
does
get
not pay
paid.
them.
No, it's a
The
promotional
NFL makes
thing.
money, but the NFL does not have to pay.
So you don't. Yeah, but who do you think does pay? Pepsi.
Pepsi pays for their name to be on the halftime.
Yes, and Pepsi also pays
That I don't know.
the artist.
That's
to
what
come out.
maybe.
That I don't
more
know.
Those
like-
artists are not going out there for free.
I
Not
mean, in
Snoop
front
Dogg.
of
Yeah.
millions and millions of people, you never know.
Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Jay Z. It was too.
Yeah,
They
but
don't
what's what I'm
freaking.
saying?
They don't
50
need a
Cent.
Super Bowl performance to freaking.
But why
It
not?
could
Why not
revive-
do it?
You never know these people.
That's what I'm
They-
saying.
Anything
Dude,
can
I'm
happen.
just, they got too much
That's
money.
literally, to
they're
me-
they're
okay,
getting paid.
let's
to
put it
be
this
there,
way.
bro.
Coke or
if-
Pepsi? Coke.
Coke.
Put
Clean
it this
sweep.
way: the Super Bowl is like one of the most watched events of all time, just like the FIFA World Cup, right?
Yep.
So yeah, I'm not getting paid, but here you go. I'm gonna perform in front of millions and millions of people. My songs are now gonna be more relevant than what they were, 4 or 5 years ago when they were making music.
How many times after the Super Bowl performance does somebody go click on Spotify and click one of their other songs? Maybe
Because it reminds you or
hearing a song-
something.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot.
They make money that way, so
Which
they may not be
wasn't-
getting paid by the NFL.
Wasn't
but they
Kendrick
are making
Lamar
money.
also in that too? He was when they did the 50
I'm not
Cent. and
sure.
everything
I
like
have no
that.
idea.
Not sure.
I don't remember.
He came out of the boxes at the front. I think he was in
Snoop,
that one.
50, Eminem. There's a girl.
I'm not even.
I don't
even
know. I usually
Okay.
don't watch the halftime performance if I'm being
Oh, I
honest.
always do.
I will be
Wait,
betting
worst
on
one of
the,
all time? Black Eyed Peas.
Thank you. 2014 Black Eyed Peas.
Worst one of all time.
That's
Personal
the worst?
opinion. What did you think was worse?
No, that's the best one. What are you talking about? That is
thought
the
it
best
was- no, the
halftime
best
What
one
are
was
you
the
doing?
most
Okay,
recent
that's a
one.
hot ass take, dude. Because
That
I
is
thought
the
that was
best
the best
halftime
You
performance.
thought it was the
performance.
best one? I thought
Without
it
a
was the worst.
doubt.
I know how. Yeah, come
No,
on.
that was the
The
worst
Black
one,
Eyed
dude.
Peas gave the best performance in the last 25 years.
Look it up right now.
Hands
Let's see
down.
which one's the best one.
Well,
see what
I mean,
time you go by.
J-Lo and Shakira might have taken the cake.
Look
a
up the
little
last.
bit,
Look up the rankings. I guarantee there's some sort of ranking in this world.
Black Eyed Peas have to be on top, bro.
No,
at
dude,
least
I'm
top
telling
3.
you, that shit was not as good as
That's
you thought, dude.
That's a hot take.
It
That
a
is-
hot-
Hey,
Super
chat.
hot
If
take.
you're out there watching, was the Black Eyed Peas a bad or a good halftime performance?
I'm telling you, they weren't as good. No way.
It was fantastic.
No, maybe to a 14-year-old.
Dude, I went back to school the next day.
100%. Clay's big sister. The national anthem is 100 times more pressure than
Claudia
the
in the
halftime
chat, all wrong. Lady Gaga best performance. Hot take.
Yeah, that may be a little hot take.
All right,
She did have a good catch though, didn't she? Do that? She like jumped off the thing and caught the football or whatever.
I don't remember, dude.
I'm pretty sure she did that in her.
Can you name the two teams that were playing when she was singing?
No.
No, because that's how relevant. No offense, Lady Gaga out there. That's how relevant it is to me. I couldn't tell you either.
All right,
Is
so
there
we're
any-
looking
is there
at
anything
halftime performances
statistically?
since 1993. Ranked at
Top-
1
top.
is 2007 with Prince.
Okay.
I'm all in.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, give it to him.
Number 2, Madonna, Nicki Minaj, CeeLo Green, LMFAO in 2012.
All right.
I don't really remember it. Beyonce and Destiny's Child in 2013. Dre, okay, so here's that full list.
Okay.
Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick,
I
and
knew
Eminem in
Kendrick,
2022.
okay.
How is that top?
It's higher than
five?
Black Eyed Peas.
Because of the
What'd I
names that
say?
are involved. That's what that is.
That's bullshit.
Number 5, NSYNC, Aerosmith, Britney Spears, Mary
See,
J.
not even
Blige,
top
and
five.
Nelly in 2001.
Not even top 5.
Number 6, Katy Perry, Lenny Kravitz, and Missy Elliott in 2015.
Yeah, fireworks one was a good one.
Number
That was
7,
a good one.
Diana Ross in 1996. We Were Not Alive, never saw it. Number 8, 2004, Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake, Jessica Simpson,
remember
Kid
that.
Rock, Nelly, and P. Diddy. That's a good lineup. That's a good lineup.
Minus the P Diddy.
Well, back then,
Back
P. Diddy.
then, yeah, it was cool, but
Not now. Definitely not
It
now.
wasn't cool back then. We just didn't know. So the Black Eyed Peas, Usher, and Slash, 2011. That's ranked at 13 per Vulture. I
Yeah.
would put them significantly
See,
higher
not even
than
top
number
10. Not even top 10.
For this person,
I'm just saying.
top 5. Top 1.
that
That is
article
my favorite.
is a published article, okay? Not even top 10.
and it's a published article published by a singular person.
Lenny Kravitz is fire, 100%. Prince, 100%. I like that one overall at Prince taking it. That's a good pick.
Purple Rain.
There you go. All
I
right,
have to go back and watch that one.
After Liam's locks here, we went through all of that. We got a couple more things here for you. We are going to be doing a DFS this week.
Oh, let me put my phone
Um,
I gotta pull this up.
So we don't have any football games this week, as we know. So we're going
But
with.
we wanted to go through and should we do that first?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get through the punishment and put the chain on who deserves it.
Well,
Go ahead, crown me.
Congratulations,
I love this chain.
Clay. That's back to back right now.
I have had now, I think, 6 victories on the year. And Ben, who has been floating in second place here.
Sambone, if you're watching, I cooked. Okay, I didn't lose. Okay, now
Pacheco was ultimate
it's
drop,
fine.
though.
Pacheco's whatever.
Ben, who has been floating in second place for most of the year under the
I've
radar,
just been coasting. I've been playing it smart, not trying to do nothing crazy.
does not get to coast anymore, ladies and gentlemen. He is spinning the wheel of punishments today. So let's go ahead and see. Spray tan.
You know,
Oh man.
I'll
You
take a
know,
$25
just,
bet since you owe me it.
I will take that $25 bet.
Since you owe me that,
Just to be fair.
I'm not even
since
gonna
I
come
say
close
it
to the
for
wheel.
Everybody spray or spam spray tan.
I'm not even gonna go close to the wheel or even touch the wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Before we spin, in the Twitch chat, unpopular take, maybe singing the national anthem is harder and has more pressure than the halftime performance. I 110%
I
agree.
because the
Okay,
national
okay.
anthem-
I feel very disrespected right now because I brought that up 5 minutes ago.
He did.
I did not hear that.
Come on!
I did not hear
He did.
that. So I'm sorry.
Clay's big sister, I got you.
Hey, listen. I agree with that
We
because
are- yeah.
there's a way the anthem has to be.
Oh
sung
yeah, no, 100%.
Versus when it's
And
your own
there's,
music,
like,
you can do the way
pressure
your own
The
way.
because,
anthem,
like,
everybody loves or
it
everybody
matters.
hates. The halftime performance, it's going to be 50-50 matter who's up there.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
national anthem makes
Thank
or
you,
breaks.
thank you, Ben,
All
for
right, let
bringing
me
it up.
spin
All
this
right.
wheel. Yeah,
Spin the
so
wheel.
I would just like to say I do feel rather upset about
All
it.
right, I'm not touching the wheel.
Yeah,
so
don't touch the wheel. Back off. Good night. Please.
Give her a good spin. Oh, it's about to be good.
I can't even see it as suspense
I
is
can't
killing
either.
me.
I have to paint my nails.
Yeah, paint his nails.
Dude, what the hell?
I
swear, I've
you
got-
can't take them off either.
They have to come
They
off
have to
naturally.
come off.
Paint nails.
You
Hands
ready?
and feet.
No, just nails, just the front hands.
If I paint my toes, y'all are painting them. I'm just saying.
I'm not getting nails.
I'm not. No,
dogs.
we're
Yeah.
not. Your nails are gonna be painted,
Oh yeah.
And I know what color we're gonna do.
Oh Jesus. God.
and nothing crazy like that. I'm not an asshole.
What color are we?
I am.
We'll talk about it. All right, we'll come back to the
Discuss.
intermission on
We'll
that
discuss.
one.
You'll see him next week
Damn.
because we're gonna use some pretty longevity paint here. Put acrylic nails on.
bad
I like that,
lines.
Lauren Grants.
No.
Must do jail.
No.
You want jail? Girl, you need jail.
Well, I think we got to go out and buy it ourselves. I'm not worried paying you $50 to go to the nail salon.
Good.
We'll have Lauren do it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
She'll
yeah.
make sure it stays on there a while
No.
too. I know
I like
she-
that.
No.
We'll have your girlfriend do it.
No.
She knows what's up. She knows better than
Dude,
what
I'm
we
gonna
do.
freaking charge people for back scratches.
Well, you're not-
Your nails
not
don't have to be
us, so we
long.
don't care.
It's just painted.
Sambone asks, when are we gonna kiss? When you send 3 galaxies in the TikTok.
Or 2 gifted subs.
No.
3 gifted subs.
Yeah.
3 gifted subs.
Dude, that doesn't even equate to 3 galaxies.
I don't care.
But what if
Y'all-
what
A
would that
gifted
even-
sub is $5.
We gotta figure all that.
A sub is $5.
Incorrect.
No, it's
You're not
$5.99.
kissing
We
for
got
15
because we
bucks?
gotta we
Let's
gotta
move
sub.
on.
A galaxy's 20
Let's
bucks.
get into
Anyway.
the DFS. Let's get into DFS.
I'm just
So
saying.
we got no Super Bowl this week. We got no football this week. But we are going to be doing DFS. We're not gonna stop.
Oh, we're going into
Sub is
the
heaven.
the NBA.
We're gonna do an NBA. It's gonna be the Friday night games. So Liam, you want to go ahead and get started here? We got point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, guard, forward, and then a utility player. You can utilize any player.
Which means this is not easy choosing just because of
it's
price
not.
points.
I was gonna say the price points in the NBA versus the NFL
Yeah,
are
they're-
so different.
We got the same amount of money, so it's gonna be crazy. So anyway, I have starting off as my point guard. I'm gonna do Chris Paul. I believe he's playing Milwaukee. I got him for $5,800. Chris Paul has obviously been in the league for many years now. I think he's one of the oldest players other than LeBron and Curry. So I got him going at my point guard. Who do you have, Clay?
I got Damian Lillard. I'm looking at his
reliable.
last handful of weeks here. He's been kind of on a tear since late January. His last 5 games are 39, 68, 63, 54, and 36. So I'm going to ride that. He's averaging 25.3, but he's on a bit of a hot streak here, putting up over over 40 points multiple times. So I'm going to ride with Damian Lillard. He cost me $9,000.
I like it. What about you, Ben?
All right. I went with Devin Booker.
All right.
He's been getting a lot of play time, averages 43 fantasy points a game, and he's got a career high of average of 37 minutes per game this season. So he's getting a lot of minutes, getting a lot of play time. I think he can put up a lot of points.
I like that.
Plus, I pray to God I don't have to spin the wheel again.
You're spinning again.
I've spun it twice, and I feel like I've gotten two of the worst punishments out of it.
What was, okay.
Paint nails is not that bad.
Don't even argue about the eggs, Liam. Raw eggs is not that bad.
I'm just
Expired raw eggs.
yes.
Oh, shit.
That's the key here. All right, going on here. I have shooting guard. I actually got him for 7,800. Surprise! Actually, one of the better players in the NBA. I got Jaylen Brown. Averaged about 40 fantasy points a game. You're doing really well. He's. I think last year when they won, I think he was MVP of the whatever the hell they call it nowadays. Just kidding out there of the NBA. Was he who was MVP last year? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
I know he won MVP in the finals. He carried that whole team.
Yeah, I mean, he looked great. At
I don't know
one
who won.
point,
I think Giannis won.
I
Or
mean,
no,
he
Jokic.
got a massive contract. At times, he looked like more of a threat than Jason Tatum
He
did
does.
on that team. He's a shooter. He can win in the paint. He can get the rebounds. He's an all-around player. Shooter's gonna shoot. So I like the Jaylen Brown
I
pick.
got Jaylen Brown.
I went with Chris Middleton at my shooting guard position. He's gonna either give me 36 points or
two.
5.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can't win if you don't go for it all. So I'm riding him. He was pretty cheap, 5,100. I think his price point was based on his influx and loss of consistency.
I agree.
I'm banking on that big game, and I'm gonna hope for the best.
I love it. Who you got, Ben?
All right, I went with Drew Holiday. He's coming off of a little rest against the Clippers, coming in hot. Things gonna
Older
kick
guy
off.
too.
Yeah, no, I got a couple of guys on Boston.
How much did you get him for?
I got him for $5,000.
All right, so cheaper one there.
Yep.
Nice. For my next one, I went with my small forward. I had to go very cheap here for $3,700. I got me a nice Ryan Dunn. Game log looking
Rest in
pretty. Again, going back on what Clay said for his Middleton guy. Either going to get me about 20 points or as low as 2 points.
I feel it.
You know, with the NBA, these are hard to choose because, again,
The influx, you don't know what you're gonna get. The NFL is more predictable. It's
NBA's
more
rigged.
consistent.
It's rigged.
Yeah. I went with the opposite of Jaylen Brown there. I got Jason Tatum.
Okay.
I've had him in my fantasy team. He was my first round pick. I've been riding him all year. He is due for a big game this week, and my fantasy team is due for him to have a good game so I can beat Liam over here.
Ooh.
Or I'm sorry,
Xander.
Xander. I played
I
Liam
beat
last
you
week.
last
But
week.
play his brother, Xander. Welcome.
Beat you last week.
Yeah, he did. It was Tatum didn't show up, so he's due. He is due. All right, Ben, what you got?
Alrighty, I've got Anton Watson with the Boston. $3,000. Need to save a little bit of money there. Wasn't my top choice. He's been going through a little bit of an injury. Missed the past 2 games, but he wasn't on the injury report. Needed to save some money. So
Love to hear it. Love
Yeah.
to hear it. I got actually going back on that one on our power forward here. I got Jason Tatum just because of what Clay said. Due for a big game, very reliable character. Coming out of Duke, he's one of the top better ones out of the Duke. So he's been in the league long enough to know what he needs to do.
Yeah. I got Harrison Barnes in my next slot. He's been on a bit of a hot streak, over 35 points the last 3 games. He's seeing over 30 minutes. I like the matchup, and he's relatively fairly priced. I got him at $4,700. So
Not bad.
for that price and being able to get me over 35 points, I'm going to take that all day.
Not bad at all.
all right, I went with Al Horford, another one from Boston.
Yeah.
Just another kind of saving a little bit of money. Veteran out on the court, should get some minutes. They got a lot of injuries that they're kind of playing
Fantastic
through.
rim protector.
Yeah, so
You know who's a good rim protector? The
Wemby.
King. Well, I don't know about Wemby.
Wemby is as elite as it gets
LeBron
for a
is
rim
good.
protector.
well, Wemby just stands there. He doesn't. even
Wemby's
need
also
to...
7
He
foot.
stands there.
Anyway, speaking of Wemby, I actually have at my center for $11,000 most expensive players. Wemby actually coming about.
Speaking
So
of-
expensive. I wanted to get him in there, but I couldn't find that 11,000.
Well, you'll see where I cut it off later. So yeah, no, I got him for 11,000. He's gonna be my center. Hopefully he produces what he needs to do.
Yeah. I got Porzingis, Boston here. He's been seeing, he missed a better part of the year with injury. He's healthy. He's playing. He's seeing over 30 minutes. And last week he put up over 65 fantasy points. He is cheaper than he was last week. He's $7,000. So I'm going to take that. I was able to squeeze him in there, and I like his price point. I like his potential.
Love it.
All right. My center, I've got Nick Richards with the Suns. He's new to the Suns, but he's kind of been stepping it up, showing his worth a little bit, and I think he's going to keep doing that. And it should be hopefully pretty good.
Awesome. After that, I have Grayson Allen for $4,400 here. He's actually been a top producer for the Suns this year, with Devin Booker being a little on the hurt side. The only reason I know he's hurt is because he's on my sleeper league, and I've needed him the last 3 weeks, and he hasn't been producing. So, Grayson Allen, I have in my guard spot. Who do you have, Clay?
I got Pritchard out of the Celtics. He's been getting better every week since the beginning of January.
Mm-hmm.
He's averaging just shy of 30 minutes and just under 30 fantasy points at 27. With his price point, he's averaging 5,200. This week he's at 51, so he's a little bit cheaper than what his average price is, and he's climbing as far as his stats go. So with the decrease in price and the uptick in his performance, I'm going to ride with it.
Love it, love it, love it.
I've got Devin Vassell with the Spurs. He's been running hot. He's their hot 3-point shooter. Hoping he keeps it going and raining threes all day or all night, I guess.
Love to hear that one.
Depends what time they play. Yeah, 8.
Going in, my next one here, I have Royce O'Neal. He's been doing, again, one of those $3,300. I think it's $4,000 actually. He's hit or miss. Been consistent with about 15 to 20 points, but lately he's been very hit or miss. So
Yeah.
got to cut some money.
Yeah, I feel that's pretty much the same process I went. I got Gary Trent Jr. here. He averages 17.5, but that's not really how he's been doing. It's either 28 or it's 10, 23, 8, 30. So, I mean, it's an up or down player, but with his price point at $4,100, I didn't really have too many other options, so I went with him in my forward slot.
Love it.
All right. I went with man, the myth, KD, Kevin Durant. 33 points last game. Overall, he's a beast. He is fighting a little bit of a thumb injury, I believe, but I don't see it being an issue.
Yeah, ride it.
I love it. And my last one here, I have for $3,800, Mr. Sneak Attack, Jose Alvarado. Loves to sit in that backcourt and steal the ball. So I'm hoping he does that all game. You know, steals, I think, worth 2 points in this.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, he's averaging about roughly, I would give or take, about 15, again, to 20 points, but can also be as low as 5. So,
yeah, I went with Dennis Schroeder in my utility slot. The Golden State Warriors are struggling. I seen last night they were playing. Curry only had 4 points in the first half. That team is struggling. They got to find ways to do it. I think Dennis Schroeder is going to step up this on Friday. I think he's going to step up, put up some points for me.
All right. Lastly, I've got C.J. McCollum, solid veteran, 22 points his last game. I think he went double-double. Could be mistaken. But yeah, no.
Huge.
Finish it off.
Yeah, this will be interesting with our NBA status here.
I was gonna say
What's
because
going
we're
on.
not.
We're
I
not-
mean, you more than me and Clay, but we're not. We're
On
not
the betting
biggest
side of
NBA
things.
followers. You know?
On the betting side of things, I know NBA, not player prop or like player
prop. On the betting side of it,
You and
I
I
meant-
are both
I meant-
sitting
player
at the top
props.
of our fantasy basketball league, though. We're both up there.
Me and you.
Mhm.
I don't know about that, buddy. My whole team's hurt, so it's a little.
You're in the 4 slot, though.
Oh, am I?
You've
Oh.
been winning close games. You've been winning close games.
My whole starting 5 is hurt from Luka Doncic all the way to.
Injuries has been brutal for you.
Yeah, wow, that's been rough.
Also, I don't think we've been looking at the chat, but Liam, no, I did not get a spray tan. Yes, you missed it. Liam could very well be on Mars.
I am not spinning
I was
the
gonna
wheel this
say.
week.
Yeah,
that's
Sambo.
I'm not spinning it, Sammy. You didn't call it last week. You're not calling it this week. Ben's spinning again. I'm calling it here.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
All right. Before we round
With
out,
the nails done.
A spray tan with painted nails, dude. Come on, man.
With the nails done.
everybody's gonna be all over him. But yeah, so before we wrap it up here, I want to touch base on a handful of things.
Thank
here.
you for the likes. I see the likes going crazy in TikTok.
I'm also
thank you.
gonna get Ben a little purse, you know.
God, get out of here.
Gotta get you
I'm
the-
not
the
wearing it.
Caleb
That was not
Williams
on the
purse.
wheel.
No.
That was not on the wheel. I'm
Caleb
not wearing
Williams.
a
Caleb
purse.
Williams,
No.
little purse. Okay, clip that. Anyway, some NFL news Clay's going to bring up here, just about what's happening throughout the league with a bunch of teams already out.
Yep. So Cooper Kupp, as we know, he's not expected to return to the Rams. This was not really a shock after his performance this year and the end of last year. There is some question around Matthew Stafford. We'll get to that here in a second. But with Cooper Kupp not expected to return, betting odds, we'll get into that here in a second. Same thing, T. Higgins. He's expected to hit free agency. Both of those guys here, they're looking at the Pats, Commanders, Chargers, Panthers, Steelers, and Jags for possible landing locations. I could see either one of these guys, but I think my favorite is probably the Steelers. They're looking for something fresh. The franchise is pretty dry right now. They're looking for something to get them over that hump. But I don't think either one of these guys are going to return to their teams. I think Higgins has a better chance, but I think they're both going to hit I think Higgins is going to hit free agency, and I don't think Cup's going to be
I think he's going to
with the
Commanders.
Rams.
I think he's going to go Commanders, low key.
Do you think so, T.
I
Higgins?
think T. Higgins going Commanders.
That would make
be
him
huge.
That
if
would
I
be a
was the
power
GM
move.
of the Commanders, seeing what they were able to do in 1 year, thinking if I had Higgins on my team, would we have made it? I would go get him. I would go get him
I
right
would
now
too.
before you have to pay your quarterback, before you have to pay anybody else.
And that
Go get-
quarterback's on that rookie contract. He ain't gonna be ready for the
Exactly.
next
You know,
4
you got him
years.
4 more years after this. We got that 5th-year option. I know they're going to pick it up. They're going to. I don't know. I mean, you never know. They may not even wait on his second or third year. They might sign him to a contract.
Hey,
but
yeah.
if you want to make a run, you want to make a run while you know you have the window open for you. I think you go get some guy like Higgins
I
in
agree.
the offseason. I don't think
Love
you
it.
hesitate at all.
Yeah, no.
Last one here, or not last one, but Kellen Moore, coordinator for the Eagles, their offensive coordinator, previous Dallas Cowboys offensive coordinator. He's expected to be the next head coach of the New Orleans Saints.
Wow.
He has been interviewing while they're still alive. That's not something you usually see or usually.
I was going to say, that's kind of...
lean towards. But he has been doing interviews, and he is the betting favorite to be the new head coach of the New Orleans Saints.
All right, wow.
And circling back to Cooper Kupp here, Matthew Stafford, he came out, he said he wants to return, he wants to play football, he's looking for another contract, he's looking for a large
He
contract,
just wants a 1 year nice big fat stack.
a real big contract.
He can't, dude. He doesn't got that 3+ years in him anymore. He's got 2 at the max.
I could see him playing for another 2 years.
2
Sign a
years
3-year
at max.
contract,
Get
a lot of
to-
guaranteed up front.
Yeah.
But he's not open to leaving the Rams. I've heard a lot of rumors going around the Giants are going to be in contention for trying to go get him.
After they choked and lost the first round.
The
pick.
Giants cannot seem to get the quarterback position right.
No.
If they had a guy like Stafford with Malik Neighbors there, I think it could make a difference. I don't think that they make a run of any sort, but I think that they...
Hold on, the Super Bowl logo was blue.
Nah, man. No. And
I can only hope.
the last thing we have for
Don't
you
forget
here...
the Broncos are blue too, but I ain't saying anything.
I'm not glazing my own team. We're ass right now. Last thing we got for you, the Browns general manager came out and said, I think it was yesterday, they're not going to accept any deals for Myles Garrett. No matter what you offer them, Myles Garrett's sticking with the team.
It's too good.
They're not going to entertain any ideas.
It's too good.
I think it's dumb. I
Yeah.
think that's the dumbest things the Browns
Whoa.
can do.
To keep him?
Yeah, I really do. The Browns have way too many concerns they need to address, and I think they have been a bad team with one really good guy for too damn long. Sell your one guy, get a whole hell of a lot for him while you still can. I'm not saying Myles Garrett's going to be falling off anytime soon. I
Top
could see him
sack
win
leader
a
all year.
Defensive Player of the Year this year, and
I think he did win.
No, February 6th.
yeah, so it hasn't happened yet, but I think he's the betting favorite. I could see him winning it, no problem. But with some guy like Myles Garrett, if you can move Myles Garrett and address 6 or 7 needs on your team immediately, I think you need
Why
to
don't
do
you
it,
do it? I
especially
agree.
with the quarterback position and the lack of money. I don't know what the deal is as far as Deshaun Watson not wearing a walking boot and then ripping his ACL or his Achilles again. I think they probably can get out of his contract. It really depends on the fine print that we don't really have access to at this time. So I think if you can move
Call
Garrett,
Vegas.
yeah, I think if you can move Garrett and address a handful of concerns and kind of get this team out of the dump it's been in for the last 15 years, I think you need to do it. They haven't been able to get anything right. I think this is another list.
I think you should have your phone ringer on for the next 3 weeks, and I think the Browns might be calling you. I think you're cooking over here.
I need to be the GM.
That's what
Except
I'm
I
saying,
don't
bro.
want to be the GM for the Cleveland Browns.
Why not? You got to start somewhere, man.
I was going to say.
Anyway, we're going back real quick. Go back. Shout out to you, Sambone. I'm not the real NBA lotto pick winner. If anything knows about NBA, it's Sammy and betting.
Oh, yeah?
I'll tell you that.
Well, we're hopefully going to be having Sammy on.
That's
I'd
what I'm
like to
saying.
see
before
it.
the Super
He's
Bowl.
the
Here next
guy.
week. I'd like
He's
to
the
see you
guy.
on, Sammy. I want your take on the octopus this year.
Yeah.
It would have cashed last week.
Yeah, would have.
The Anytime Octopus would have cashed.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean that's what I got for you
Can you
guys.
explain to the
Patrick
viewers?
Mahomes. Oh, octopus. So octopus, for the viewers who may not know, an octopus is when the same player scores a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, making it a total of 8 points, which is why it's called an octopus.
Jalen Hurts cashed 2 years ago on the octopus.
Yep. Sammy
put
put
the
the
bet
bet
in.
in 2 years ago.
He
on
called the
Jalen
octopus.
Hurts.
He said it's gonna happen.
Yep.
It happened.
Yep.
So yeah, we're gonna see if Sammy can get on here and join us next week. It should be a blast. You'll see us on Tuesday. I will be out of town on Tuesday, so these guys are gonna hold it down once again.
Yes, sir.
We're going out to Florida, so
Stay warm.
yeah, I will.
Yeah.
It should be high 70s. So
Don't rub it in my face.
Yeah.
gonna try to hit a
Don't
golf
rub it.
course. and,
Oh,
Well, it's supposed to be.
whoa.
It's
Spend
supposed
some
to be.
time with
It's
the
supposed to be
family.
warm. It's supposed to be warm up here. It's supposed to be warm up here too.
70
See, my
degrees
ass
more.
is sweating in
Not
this room, and
70
I'm happy
degrees.
for that.
No, I'm sweating
I
right
like
now
that.
too.
That should-
that
that's
heater
been
over
off.
there is
It's been
off.
off.
I was gonna say I had to roll up my
For the
sleeves
once,
and
yeah,
everything.
for once actually sweating in this place.
Yeah,
But yeah, anything to add? I think that'll be good.
I'm good. I got it all. Ben, you're gonna be spinning that wheel.
I already spun it.
Yeah, next
next
week.
week.
No,
With your painted nails, you got to
no,
show the camera your painted nails
no,
as you spin.
No, well, I mean, odds are there'll be a video of you guys painting my nails or whoever.
Yeah,
painting
I'll put that
my
up on the
nails.
YouTube as soon as we get it.
Yeah, well,
we gotta
TikTok,
discuss color.
YouTube. Yeah,
We'll get that all
you guys
figured out.
discuss color. I don't care. Just
What about maybe little flowers on each one or
No,
something?
I don't think go that far. This man's got to coach little
my
children.
God. Okay,
Yeah, that's
first
not a
off,
good look.
high school, not little children.
Okay,
Oh,
he's got to
yes.
coach children.
A
Okay.
solid, just a solid color. Okay, I understand.
That's what I'm saying.
You may,
Nothing like-
I understand you may want to embarrass me. You can embarrass me. Just keep it a solid color. Okay, no flowers or bumblebees.
No,
or
no, we
shit
won't do that.
like
We won't do that. We'll do a solid
Bees is a
color.
good idea. Man.
We'll get little purses on your little fingernails. Anyway, does anyone have anything else they want to add?
That's all
think
I got. That's all I got.
That's all I got. Thank you
Have
guys
a
for
All right,
great
tuning
thank
in.
you guys for tuning in. We
I'll see you
appreciate you
Thursday.
guys.
These guys are gonna
Don't
hold
forget
it
to
down.
like, comment,
And
go
subscribe.
check out the YouTube, the
Subscribe.
TikTok.
TikTok's big.
Subscribe.
Please.
Yeah, leave a follow, do everything. We love you guys.
Appreciate you, go.
Appreciate it. Everybody over on TikTok, we thank you.